What's up, guys? Welcome to the Facebook and Instagram ads course for musicians from Omari. So, in this course, um, pretty much, I want you to look at this as like a data analysis course. I know that doesn't sound fun, but trust me, once you get to the end of this, um, you're gonna recognize that this literally has the power to change your life, probably in a couple months. It just depends on the speed that you want to choose, what your budget is. But once you set them up correctly in Facebook and Instagram ads, you can pretty much do whatever you want with your music career, your music business. So let's dive in. And as a side note, you have already spent the money to get the course in some way, shape, or form. So you might as well just go through the full course. I just recommend knocking it out in a weekend or just locking yourself in your room for a day or 3 days, whatever, and digesting the material so that you can implement this in your music business. So this course is from the frame of mind of making income. So we're not teaching you how to make better music. I will give some tips on which videos work well on Facebook and Instagram, but we're not teaching you, music talent, so to speak. It's more advertising talent and data analysis. So, um, this the way you make money in music is through these seven um, avenues. Now, there's obviously more ways than this, but these are the main ones. So, where you're going to make the most money being an independent musician most of the time is through live shows. You can have VIP experiences at the live shows, incentives for people to meet you, give extra giveaways with merchandise, and combine merchandise and live shows together. That's why they're listed number one and number two. Um, Sponsors, TV licensing, film licensing, affiliate income by selling other people's products as a part of your music business, like another musician's products. You guys team up, and then you write for other people, or do like session work for other people. You make money doing that way, and also streaming revenue. Now, streaming revenue is at the last part of this because that's probably not where you're going to make the bulk of your income. Um, you can make some money doing streaming revenue, but I just don't want you to count on that as your main revenue source. So these are the revenue methods. And that's the frame of mind that we're going to just keep in mind as we go over the course. So I want to first break down websites. I mention this all the time. Artists kind of skip over it, but you need to have a website. Like it's imperative. There's so many things you can do with a website and so much data you have access to that um, that you just simply don't have access to without the website. Like if you are not the numbers person and you seriously can't stand numbers, then hire somebody or split your revenues with somebody because you need to do this. It's kind of not an option at this point. Um, that doesn't mean you don't have your social medias. Obviously, there's a Facebook and Instagram ads course. Obviously, you have your social medias, but all this is to drive people to your website. So you selling your show tickets and your merchandise needs to be on your website, and you can even there's a way to link Facebook and Instagram ads with Ticketmaster, Eventbrite, or if you just sell the tickets yourself, you can do that yourself. There's a bunch of ways to build that into your website, but you need to have a website. So the reason why I mentioned you need to have a website is because of the Facebook Pixel. And if you've already gone over stuff like this in the past and you're a little bit more advanced, just still watch these intro videos because I might mention some things that you have not considered. So your Facebook Pixel is essentially just a little piece of code you put on your website and allows you to keep track of things in Facebook. So the reason why you need a pixel is because there's the most valuable action you can get from a listener or your audience is a purchase. That's the most valuable thing, obviously, because they're literally giving you value, money, in order to get something else. And so the top thing that you want to be shooting for eventually, like keep this in mind, you probably don't have this already and don't have enough data on your hands. When I say data, I just mean like email addresses or Facebook Pixel keeps the data for you. So the best thing you can get is a purchase with lifetime value included. So that means that you have enough information to send to Facebook and Instagram that they can formulate an audience that looks like the people who purchase continually your show tickets, your merchandise, or they just purchase a lot at one time. And maybe they don't do it as often, but they when they do purchase, they purchase a lot. So obviously those are the people that you want to find more of. And you don't just get there by just setting up $20 in Facebook ads and then just seeing what happens. I want you to see this page here, the most valuable actions, as a bottom to top page. So the least valuable action that you're going to get is just somebody watching your video. Like, that's great and all, but they didn't purchase anything. They didn't hit the like button. They didn't share your video. They just watched it. But that's something. That's where you start out. Like, that's still a valuable action. And then you move up the line. So these people didn't just watch your video. They hit the like button. They shared it. Next step up, they did something even more. They saved your post so much. They liked it so much that they wanted to save it. And then, you go up the ladder. So instead of just saving it, they actually visited your page. Instead of just visiting, they actually messaged you. Then you get into, they actually got off of Facebook or Instagram. So they got off the platform. So they like your material so much that they left their social media and they went to your website. And from there, they spent time on very valuable pages, and this is by time. So they spent more than like a minute on this page, or more than 3 minutes. Like, now we're getting somewhere. Now they're seriously interested in things that are valuable to you. So they signed up for your email list, and then they went even a step beyond just visiting that page and spending time there and signing up for your email list. Actually added something to their cart, but didn't purchase yet. Next, they actually purchased something, but maybe it's just a one-time purchase. Now you got purchase by frequency, which means people have purchased more than once. So these are multiple purchasers. So they like your material so much that they're going to purchase something twice, and then back to the top where they now have a lifetime value attached to them because they've spent large amounts over time. They spent, or just small amounts continually. Like, these are the people you want. And so I broke that down because we're going to go over audience creation on Facebook, like how to find the best people, how to target the best people. This is how you do it. You start out by getting this bottom action. So you have to start somewhere, right? So whenever you're first setting up an ad, it is going to be just targeting people who might like a similar artist as your sound, as you sound like. But then it goes up this ladder. So I'm going to teach you exactly how to do this, how we've done this. And then, we're going to go over how to exactly set up the ads so that you're not just spending money and trying to see what works. You'll know exactly what works and who exactly it is working with, so that you can spend more to those exact people. And so one of the problems, if you've run Facebook ads, you'll know that if something works and you try to up your budget on the thing that works, if it's not specific enough, if you don't tell Facebook specifically enough to where you want to spend your money, then you're going to start, your return on ad spend is going to start going down the more money you spend. So we're going to go over how to fix that and a lot more. So this was the intro video. Next, we're actually going to get into the Facebook ads platform and start going over how to set up the campaigns.